Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And we've had a number of P lines from Samu Piano before, and here we go again. We've got another one, but this is brilliant. This is a 6x6 grid, obviously. No given digits and one P line in it. Actually, the P line has two rules. It's a sort of duality puzzle. I'm not sure I've understood the rules yet. I will look at them in a moment. This is fascinating. I can't wait to do this. Samu Piano has been doing a number of puzzles, some of which are featured on the channel with P lines in for some time. And here we go again. So we will look at this in a moment. Actually, I'll be reminding myself what a P line is because I think I may have forgotten from before. Anyway, I'll explain those rules in a moment. What I will also explain to you now is that we have a line Sudoku app, and it is absolutely brilliant. And it's been updated with the full number of puzzles now. It is complete, and it is very well worth your $5.99 or whatever for 100. Brilliant puzzles by some of the world's best constructors. Lots of half-baked lunatic. There's 𝘵𝘵𝘵𝘵𝘵, there's Codec. I mean, the list goes on and on. Cane puzzles. There's all sorts of brilliant constructors in there. Florian Wertmann, and we recommend it very highly. Fog of War is our latest app and is very good as well. We've got merchandise, we've got SVEN'S SUDOKU PAD, look on the links under the video, and also for Patreon, where this month's reward is, of course, The Hobbit by Blobs, and very well worth doing. But this puzzle, it's a 6x6. Maybe it won't take us that long, I don't know. 1P, 2 perspectives by Samu Piano. I think Samu described it as more of a curiosity than a difficult puzzle, but it's been getting very good reviews, so that's no surprise to me. Anyway, let's do the rules now and see what we're grappling with. So 1 to 6 gets placed in every row, column, and 2x3 region, which we can't quite call normal Sudoku rules because they apply to 9x9s, but it is normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. Now, digits on the line between the two circles, and that is these 19 digits, add up to a 2-digit number where the tens digit is in one circle and the ones digit is in the other. However, it is also true that digits on the line, those same 19 digits, plus the 2 circled digits, so now we're up to 21 digits, add up to a 2-digit number where the tens digit is in one circle and the ones digit is in the other. It's exactly the same as what I said before, but they're clearly going to add up to a different number because you're adding 2 more cells into the mix. And yet it's still true that they're adding up to a 2-digit number with the tens digit in one cell and the ones digit in the other. So if this was a 4 and this was a 3, we'd be looking at the numbers, 43 and 34. I mean, this is bizarre. What is going on? I barely understand how this can work. Apparently these two lines are called split P lines and full split P lines because you're adding in the full circles into the full split P line. It's a sort of duality puzzle where the two versions are both prevalent in the same line, the 2 rule versions. Now, Samu Piano added a note on his original rules saying, and it'll come up when you click the puzzle, brute forcing the numbers in the circles is highly discouraged. Well, we wouldn't do that on this channel, Samu, good Lord. Unless we had to. Well, it depends. Sometimes it depends what you call brute forcing. And I mean, there's no definition of that. Anyway, enough said. Let's give this puzzle a try because it's a fascinating idea. Let's get cracking. So the first thing I'm going to observe is that these 2 digits are in the same column. Knowledge bomb there. And because of that, they're not the same digit. And I realise I am holding your hand, I'm patronising you through some very obvious thoughts. But what that leads me to is that we're not looking for the same number in both cases. One number is going to be higher than the other. And obviously the higher number is going to be the one that includes the 2 circles in the count. I don't think there's anything for us to do except work out the minimum or maximum total along the line. Let's try minimum first. So there are 5 cells in box 1. That's going to add up to at least 15. There are 4 cells in box 2. That's going to take, I know that's 15 because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know the triangular number's up to the triangular number for 9. That has to add up to 15 minimum. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 minimum, so that's 10 more. So we're up to 25. Now let's say those 3 were a 1, 2, 3 in row 3. That's 31, and another 1 there is 32. Then 4 digits again in box 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're up to 42. And let's say again a 1 and a 2. I don't know if this could actually be managed, this sort of minimum, but we're up to 45 as the absolute minimum total of the split P sum, which is just adding the ones between. So that means that obviously when we add in these digits, we're going to go up to the next tens number because we can't stay on the same one. That was the point of what I was trying to explain earlier. You can't stay on the same tens number, so you've got to go up. So the higher tens number will be 50 something or 60 something, and the lower tens number is 40 something or 50 something. So these digits have to be selected from 4, 5 and 6. And the difference between them, the difference between the numbers that the 2 lines add up to, the P line and the full P line, is going to be at least 9. That's the difference between 45 and 54. It could be the difference between, well, 46 and 64 would be a difference of 18. And these 2 cells can't add up to 18. So that's irrelevant. 56 and 65 is possible, so one of them is definitely a 5. The difference again would be 9. Oh, that wouldn't be right. That wouldn't be right, because if these were adding up to 56 and 65, so that those cells contained a 5 and a 6, the difference between the 2 sums would be 9, but the sum of the circled digits would be 11. And the difference between the 2 sums has to be from adding in the 2 circles. So the difference between the 2 sums of either 45 to 54, that is 5 and 4. So these are a 5-4 pair. They do add up to 45 and 54, and this is incredibly helpful. And this is going to make the puzzle incredibly quick to solve, actually, I think. Because we calculated the absolute minimum based on how I did it before, and we got to 45. So I can now fill in those minimum in a way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in box 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 in box 2. Now I said 1, 2, 3 in this row and 1 in this row. I could equally have said 1, 2, 3 there and 1 there. So I think I can put a 1 there, and that would obviously come to the same total of 7 between boxes 3 and 4. Then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is a 1, 2 pair, and we now know the order. I think this is just going to all fall out. We get a 3, 4 pair there. That gives us 5 in that P and 4 in that one. Must be able to finish off. Well, forget 1s. Let's do 6s. 6 in box 1. I haven't pencil marked a 6 anywhere. And that's actually making them easier than all the other digits. 6 goes there in box 1. There in box 4. 3, that is. There in box 5. There in box 2. Now it's not in any of those cells, and it's there in box 4, and it's there in box 6. I should do some eliminating of digits. That can't be 1. These can't have a 1 in. None of these can have a 1 in. We know that's a 3, 4 pair, so that's 2, 1. This is a 5 to complete the box. And I mean, this is not a difficult puzzle. It's just incredibly clever that a 6x6 puzzle has been created with that rule set. And it works. I mean, Samu is some kind of genius, really. There's a 5 there. 1 and 2. So that's a 3, that's a 2, this is 4 and 5. That fixes 3 and 4. This is a 2 at the top of the column. These are now a 1, 3 pair. And these are a 4, 5 pair. They're going to get resolved starting here. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Just got 3 numbers left to write in. And this has taken barely a moment, like 5 minutes 46. And that's with me talking you through all the thoughts. So, you know, there's no way anybody is telling me that is a difficult puzzle. It's not. But we don't have to be difficult in Sudoku to be having fun. And I think that is really interesting. Like, it's not difficult. All you have to do is have the thoughts about the differences between these two lines, 1, and adding up the minimum value. And I'm glad I started with that rather than the maximum value, because it was clearly the right way to go. 6 is not being on the lines is the clue to that at the end. And that's all you have to do. And it really is. It just falls out once you've had those two thoughts. And I don't think that's a weakness of the puzzle. I think it's a strength, because I don't think nobody is ever writing in, once I got the breakthrough, well, once I got the breakthrough, it was done and that was utterly disappointing. We very occasionally see a comment like that. We much more often see a comment along the lines of, I managed all the hard parts of the puzzle at the start, and then the rest of it was just really too difficult and a grind. A grind, I keep seeing that word grind. This puzzle has no grind about it. And if it did, we would have mushy peas, but we don't. We have perfect split peas. And 𝘵𝘺𝘺𝘺 has nailed it again. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed that puzzle at all, because I think it's good. And you're free to have a different opinion, but I think that is really good. And we will see you again tomorrow on the channel, probably with something that takes a bit longer, because that one didn't, but it was still good. See you then. Bye for now.